Playing some games? Good on you, because that's what we're going to do today. And we've got loads to talk about in terms of, well, we've got a big discussion going on in Ours Arcade today. A question I've been thinking about for a long time. But before we get into that, let's introduce Ed. He's back in the arcade. Welcome back, mate.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Very good.
Yeah?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, should we turn that volume down?
Let's turn that volume down there. And I think you should pour us a beer to start with,
Yeah.
don't you? Let's get the old beers flowing, guys. What are you drinking tonight? Anything nice? We've got a combination of rum and coke.
We're going to start with
London Pride.
London Pride.
We've got loads in the house. Blimey, we've got loads in the house. Let's have a look.
Do you want me to pour that for you?
Yes, please, mate, if you don't mind. We've got bass guitar show. You can give us a bass guitar show. I took my bass into the guitar shop today because I messed around with a truss rod and I've mucked the whole neck up of the bass. So I just thought I'd take it in, get it fixed. We've got Wolf Beast 80. Can't wait for tonight's session. Steve Simon 6500. Tetley, welcome in the house, mate. Bob Rockola or Rock Roller. Neil 20 to 5. Rob Coleman. Tripe and onions. Is that your dinner for tomorrow?
Feeling hungry now.
But yeah, it's good to be back, guys. Good to be back doing a live. It's been a while.
Right, here we go, mate.
When was the last time we did a live feed, Ed? Was that cheers, mate?
Well, there's a lost episode which had the sound debut for the
Yes.
for the loyal fans that joined that one. They would have seen that, but for everyone else, it will remain in the analogues of.
Yeah, the sound was terrible.
Yeah.
Is the sound okay, guys? Can you hear me and Ed all right? Just give us the thumbs up if you can, because last time we had really bad sound problems.
Well, we never really discovered what the issue was, did we? It was just.
I think it was the lead. The lead from the Rode mic to the phone was one of my leads I power up the New Wave toys with.
And you've spent a lot of money since on a bright green lead.
I bought a Rode, a Rode lead, because I just thought I'd just go with the brand that's I'm using. I think even though they're USB-C, they're different voltages.
Yeah, I've definitely had that with things. I think it was the game music, wasn't it? No, we were playing something on the Neo Geo, and we could hear it, but no one could hear, and it's pointless. Anyway, that never got published. Yeah,
I couldn't put it up, and I'm not putting things up for the sake of it if it's really bad sound quality.
But it's got very high standards, and that's quite right.
Exactly.
Didn't make the cut.
So we'll put that there.
But the one before that, I think, was the Halloween one, wasn't it? When we looked at some Halloween games, and because we played Satan's Hollow, and
that was a good game.
Yeah, that was good. I did quite well on that.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to then, mate?
Well, we went to do a game room tour, didn't we? We went to an arcade collector. It was about a 2.5 hour drive over in Leicester, wasn't it?
Felt like about 5.5 hours.
It was a long drive for all that rain. It hasn't stopped raining, has it? We had a fantastic collection, and I've made a video. I've yet to edit it, so I'll probably do that next week. Edit that down and get it out for you guys next weekend. Hopefully, I think it's quite a good one, isn't it, Ed?
It was an amazing.
Yeah.
It was an impressive amount of machines.
Yeah.
Don't want to spoil the thunder of the video, but it was a great collection that was meticulously put together.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gone back to my little games room, and there's wires everywhere. There's power leads.
Well, you're just putting your games room together at the moment, aren't you?
But it was, even the attention to detail on things like every key ring had a little key ring that matched the game, and that was
you can see potters in his games room, a bit like I do. You remember? Imagine what men used to do before they had arcade rooms. They must have just potted down at the
potting shed, wasn't it?
Potting shed, and they would just go down there and move stuff around, I guess.
I think it was potting shed with assorted magazines. I think. Yeah, all healthy stuff. But no, it was very good. It was worth the long journey. It was a terrible, shitty long journey, but it was very good. We went to his container as well. We had probably another 20 games there.
Yeah.
Where
it was a good classic arcade collection, wasn't it?
It was great to see a collection that was so nicely put together.
Yeah.
Nice and neat. Pinballs as well, wasn't there? A few pinballs.
Pinballs as well. So if you're into pinball, it's got all
For
of that.
the non-believers like us, it was good. We played a bit, didn't we? It was good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. We had a few games and stuff. So yeah, it was cool. I've got loads more game room tours for this year planned. I look back last year. I think I did one, which is astonishing, really.
Yeah.
But this year I've probably got about 5 or 8 game room tours to do.
Already.
Already.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Always up for some more. If anyone out there's got one that because.
And it doesn't have to be a huge space with arcade machines. It can be a console collection, because my love of consoles and console gaming and computers, Spectrum, is just as passionate as the arcade stuff. So,
Yeah, well, I watched in the last week. I watched one of your old videos, because you've been putting some of the old ones up on YouTube. Quite rightly so, because there's some great ones there. And I've watched some of them, but I watched the Mac the Knife video, and it was really good. And it was, that was a small, guy's avid collector. You used to do battle in the car boots, didn't you?
But we started off not as friends. We were like enemies at the car boot. Oh my God, he used to annoy me, because he used to turn up. There was 2 car boots. There was one at Apps Farm in Walton. You could get there at any time. So the earlier you got there, the more fruitful for yourself it would be. But there was another one we used to go to that was every other weekend at Shepperton, but that wouldn't start until 10. So there'd be a queue to get in there. So you could get there early to get to the front of the queue, but you still had to wait. But he used to pretend he was a seller to jump the queue to get in there with his car, and then he wouldn't start to put up his wares on a table. He'd have a good old wander around,
right?
And I'd see him with bags of retro before we've even got in through the gate, and that used to annoy me. And then later on, he had another mate. He used to walk around with a walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkies?
Yeah, walkie-talkies saying, "What have you found? Aisle 6 has got this and that. How much?" And there'd be constantly, the competition was through the roof. And I thought, I'm not getting up at 6 in the morning for this sort of malarkey. It's all a bit argy-bargy. And
was it not the case you found out where he lived, though, and let his tyres down the night before so he couldn't?
We did become friends eventually, as you do. You break the ice and you find common ground. And then he invited me round to his collection. And if you haven't watched that video, it's quite interesting. It's not very well filmed, because what is it, on an old phone? But still, you get a gist of it.
Yeah, but I think the point is that it doesn't matter if you've got a room in, you've got a bedroom that's converted to a games room. You don't have to have an arcade machine. You could be, playing it on the, on an old monitor with a super gun or something like that. Whatever, that's how you access these games. Not everyone's got the luxury of huge outbuildings full of machines. No. I think the game room tour we did in the week, it was compact in space, but it was amazing what he'd done with it. Yeah. And it was really well curated. It was
a bit like this, really, wasn't it, in a way? The lighting and everything. But let's not go into much detail, because save that for the video next week and you'll see. But that's what that's what I like about doing the game room tours, is everyone collects in different ways, and there is no right or wrong way to collect. And I just find it interesting to see their collections, but more than anything, the stories behind how they got the stuff. Because a lot of my early collection came from the car boot, really. Because I mean, a lot of the...
So I'm laughing because the Hobby Lodge, Martin, isn't it? He said, we can't all be rich like Alex with his 500k arcade. Yeah, so we're hoping that gentleman's in the house tonight. He can explain that comment. We don't know if it was irony or jealousy, but...
well, I've got more than 500.
So pixelated there, Alex.
I've got millions. That's because it's bad internet, probably.
No, but hopefully people can see.
Yeah, I hope you can see us all right. We're 8-bit at the moment. Hopefully we'll be 16-bit.
He's taking his hat off, if anyone's wondering why. No, I think you're right. It's just about being able to access the hobby, isn't it? And what you enjoy, and what time you've got as well. Because not everyone's got time to spend hours curating and going into the attention to detail
No.
And one of the things we did discuss when we were there was about playing the games, and we all three of us there enjoy playing the games.
Yes.
But some people just like rebuilding the machines, and they like the challenge of a refurbishment. And I think there's all different motivations, isn't there?
We're
in the
frozen.
hobby.
I don't know if they can still see us. Let's see if they're. Are we still okay, guys? Because looking at our screen there, we've frozen.
Disney's frozen. What's happened there?
Is that just?
It's always good that we have a technical hitch.
Might just be. Oh, what's happened there? No, we're off.
Not on the phone though, surely. Just look.
No, we're back on. We're back on. We're just very pixelated. Let's read some of the comments. We've got loads of people in the house. Let's have a look.
Don't pull that lead out of the wall and knock over the London's Pride.
We have 8-Bit Boy UK, who's doing the Kong Off meet in May.
Yes.
Oh, I've got something for you, mate.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I've got a Kong Off t-shirt.
Oh, right. Very
It's
nice.
large.
Large?
Yeah, is that all right? What are you, small?
I think we've had this discussion. Is it an Italian large or a? Oh yeah,
I don't know, try it on.
That looks all right. Well,
maybe not now.
I won't try it on now because you've had the heater on for the last 3 hours. It's absolutely roasting in here. It's like the tropics.
We've got Chef in the house. We've got Buller in the house. We've got who else? Retro fun for everyone. Sounds a bit naughty, doesn't it? The Hobby Lodge, Martin, Addy Sneaker Freak. Remember Addy Sneaker Freak?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. He had a few to drink, didn't he, at the UK back meet?
He did quite well with his 3 bottles of whiskey. Yeah.
He did, yeah. Looks like the camera's got Vaseline on it. Look, we're pixelated. Why is that?
Oh.
It's been like that for a while now.
I don't know. We've only got that connected to your Wi-Fi as well.
Yeah.
Basically, if anyone's watching from BT OpenReach and wants to put a fibre line in here for free, then that
What about if I took this off? Would that make a difference? It wouldn't, would it?
Oh, then we lose all the chat. Yeah. No, we normally have 2 things connected.
Yeah. That's so annoying, isn't it?
Is it? Well, how bad is it? Give us a comment on. So yeah, but that's on your computer. For people, have you tried turning it on and off again? Yeah, right.
I could try it on this.
Yeah, but that's going to add another connection. That's even more bandwidth being used.
Is it?
Yeah, don't put that on.
Okay.
Is it people watching? Is it pixelated from what you're seeing, or is it just what we're seeing? Let us know in the comments, because otherwise it's pretty bad. Okay, so it really is 8-bit. Why do we have this?
Don't know. I don't really know, Vera. I could check inside, see if there's anything on inside, but it's only Nushi's only watching the telly.
Dial-up quality is beyond bad.
It's beyond bad.
All right, well, let's stop the computer for the minute, and then look at right. So we're gonna switch the computer feed off and go to the phone, and just let us know, guys. Is it
any better now we turn the computer off?
Yeah, you're not downloading some,
No.
You've not got any update going. Is it? We're very unlucky. Believe it or not, we do try and get everything sort of sorted out.
Oh, we spent an hour. Trying to get everything
ready. We're not drinking for an hour before we start. We are actually trying to. We've got lights set up here. We've got the hot tub heater on at the moment. There's all sorts of things that we've got ready for the show.
If that's any better? No, it's still really bad.
Was it any better while we'd switched the computer off?
We need to drink more. You'll be clearer then. Oh dear, it's so bad, isn't it? What can I do, guys? There's not a lot I can do about it. Atari 2600, Alex.
Was it better when the computer was off, though? Like for the last 2 minutes while it was off? Let us know in the comments.
It's getting better. We're getting a bit more 16-bit. We're going through the 90s now.
Right, shall we talk about tonight's... We've got a debate to have, haven't we?
Yeah.
There's a battle to have. Not that we know who's going to win it. We don't even know...
No, it's not really a battle. It's more of an interesting conversation of where you're going to go. So I've been thinking about this question for quite a while now. I was thinking of actually doing a video on it, but let's do it live. Why not?
Yeah.
So basically, I asked Ed and a few other people to pick your top 10 favourite Capcom games and your top 10 favourite Konami games. And this can be from any era, any decade, and it can be from any platform.
Yeah.
So it can be from the NES to the 16-bit era, right into the N64 or whatever, GameCube. Once you've got your 10 from both companies, you've then got to decide what company you're going to take to your desert island.
And the desert island has got solar panels, it's got battery backup.
And it's got a better feed. We are now up to date in the modern world, look.
Yeah, I think I need to sit up in the chair a bit, having seen that I think I was better pixelated.
Have a think about it, guys. We've got the whole evening to sort of pick games.
Yeah. I think it's critical that it's looked at not just from the arcade perspective, because on our list that we've done, we've got games. Well, let's just take one off the shelf here, conveniently behind me. Year Kung Fu on the Spectrum 48K. Now, for me, I was saying to Alex before, this isn't a game that I think is the best Kung Fu game that was ever,
it's
done.
Pretty bad if you've gone back to it. But
it's very difficult. But that's when we've got the comparison of what we know now versus what we knew then. And I spent hours on this, and I've got to be honest, I was a bit of a sucker. Imagine the case, that plastic case, was probably
still bad.
Probably helped me part with 10 quid or whatever it was. Yeah. But no, I think the point is, it's what did you play back in the day? What did you enjoy? And I played that loads. Would I go back and play it now? God, I've tried it. It's awful. Yeah. Because the sort of players unrealistically float around in the playfield. But at the time it was good. I enjoyed it.
Do you mind if I go indoors and see if there's anything plugged in or something?
Go on.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. So we're back again now a bit. I'm just going to go in the house and see if I can alter or make it better.
He's going to lead me to it, so I'm just going to look at the... I'm going to turn this round. Oh, shit. No, hang on. Right. Already wrecking the place. Right, let's have a look at the comments. Let's get the glasses on. Is that better now he's left? That's a key thing. Alex gave his router a few whiskies. Well, yeah, possibly the case. Nothing's on. Okay. I'm afraid to say that a few people have said it's okay now you've gone. So it must be you're causing some interference. Right, there's a lot of different games being thrown out already. 1942. Yeah. I don't know where you've got to with the shout-outs of who's joined. That's let's give a few. I'm just going back. 8-Bit Boy, is that where you've? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Dave Repairs, Capcom, Capcom and Konami. Well, that's sitting on the fence a bit.
You've got to pick one or the other.
Yeah.
All evening to think about it.
That is from
Have a look at the list of Konami games. I think Konami were in their heyday in the 80s, and Capcom were in their heyday in the 80s as well. But I think obviously they're still going today pretty strong, aren't they? But they lasted a little bit longer with better games.
Yeah, I think
it's still a tough one.
It's a tough one, and I think that's the whole point of the debate, isn't it? That it's not easy to decide because there are some absolute classics from both. And when
how could you leave Street Fighter out of it?
Yeah, and not just...
It could be one game that could decide the whole decision for you.
Yeah, because I actually remember going to an arcade in Bristol, where I'm from, and seeing the original Street Fighter with the pneumatic, the pads that you had to hit, and it was broken.
What was that like to play back then?
It was awful. No, because most of the time it was broken, or it didn't respond well, and therefore then it was broken. and it was sluggish. You know, compared to the step up from Street Fighter to Street Fighter 2, you know, was unmistakably different.
Quite a different game.
Absolutely, but I think it was interesting because back in the day when there were a lot of cabs that were unique control mechanisms, it was quite a unique sort of experience to be hitting these pads.
Yeah.
What's the game at Time Warp they've got where you do where it's got the things that flip out and you hit?
I know the one you mean. I can't put a name to it.
No, but that again, it was of that time where the control mechanism made it unique.
Yeah.
For the arcade.
But the game was not. It was a bit more of a novelty.
Right. Yeah.
Than an actual game that you could get into with other people.
Yeah, and so I think for me, Street Fighter, and for a lot of people, I imagine, Street Fighter was a game that you probably saw in the arcade, but predominantly played at home. I mean, me and my brother played Street Fighter 2 on the Super Famicom.
Again, I think that depends on your age. I mean, for me, I remember seeing Street Fighter in the arcade, but there was a lot. I was an older kid at that point now, and I specifically remember younger kids playing it and being really, really good at it, which kind of felt a little bit intimidating. As an older kid going up and trying to beat them, because I just thought there's no way. So as soon as it came out on the Super Famicom, I could practice my skills at home without the worry or the intimidation of looking stupid, getting knocked out in the first round. And that was the difference, I think.
I think that's
played at home and didn't feel that intimidation.
But you didn't learn at home. I mean, a part of the arcade experience for me that's lost. You know, I love the arcades now that have been, pay for the afternoon or pay for the day and you go in. Yeah. But I feel everyone's playing their own games. Whereas back then, because there was a finite amount of money you had to keep pumping into the machines. Yeah. You did watch people, and you watched people that were really good, and you watched how they did certain moves. And even Street Fighter 2, for me, is the limit, being quite simplistic about it, it's the limit of what I feel is manageable, special moves-wise. Yeah. I got lost, when it got to the third, fourth, fifth, sixth iterations of them, I'm lost on that, and the combos and all of that. So I think in the arcades, you could stand around and you could learn from people, couldn't you? And it was quite I remember, again, back in Bristol, there was an arcade called Mad Harry's, and they had that machine, and people crowded around the machine, and they watched the really good players.
I still think at home, well, if you had a brother, you could have limitless amounts of goes without worrying about your money.
Yes,
once
true.
You've got the game, you could just play it for days on end and hours on end. Yeah. And if you were playing someone with similar skill set, it literally went down to the pixel. Mm. I remember all those games playing on the SNES with my brother, Mario Kart and Super Tennis.
Yeah.
Every game was so close.
Yeah.
You couldn't put a razor between it. It was close every time.
But I think sometimes then that came down to the joypad, didn't it? And there is something about, you said earlier about me setting up my games room, and it's very modest compared to this and other people's, but I've been out there this week playing with my daughter, and we've been playing Aladdin actually, but we played a few other games, and there is something about the Super Famicom that was a very nice joypad.
Sorry to interrupt. I put my mic down, so I was reminded me, and I haven't put it back on again. So what did I do with that?
Well, you went out to the house.
Over here. Testing 1, 2, 3.
But I think if I compare in my games room the Super Famicom controller and the...
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? He's back. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I left my mic over there.
Anyway, we're not talking about the Mega Drive versus Super Famicom controller, are we?
No, we're not. Let's get into the games.
Yeah.
Let's get into the games because we're already half an hour in.
What are we going to play first?
Well, let's go through some of the games.
Yeah, okay.
Right? That's what we need to do.
Yep.
So, I've got my list here, Capcom or Konami, right? So, yeah, I think we should go through all the games,
and you'll
pick out a couple we can play each, and then we'll have to decide at the end, once we've played a few, what company we're going to take to the island. I think that's the best way
Why
to
don't you
do
give me the first 5 of each of your list, Capcom and Konami,
okay.
and then I'll give you the first 5 on mine.
Of Capcom and Konami.
Yeah.
Okay, so first 5 in no particular order.
Yeah.
You know, there is no number 1 game. Okay.
Yeah.
Time Pilot 84. Juno First. Hypersports, but I'm going to pick the Spectrum version.
Of Hypersports?
Because I played this way more than the arcade version. And I
Right.
think actually this is a really good port.
Yeah.
So even though I did play this in the arcade and loved it, you know, I wouldn't have got this if it wasn't for the arcade version. But this one I played more than the arcade version.
Yeah, and I think that's true on a few of mine. But go on, and then we'll.
And how many's that? So that's Salamander.
Yeah.
And Kicker, aka Shaoling's Road.
Do you know when you sent it to me, Kicker? I didn't know what that was, but Shaolin's Road, I remember.
You know Shaolin's Road, yeah. So that's my first 5 from Konami. Do you want to do your 5?
Yeah, let's
from
do
Konami?
my. So my 5, again in no particular order, were Castlevania. I suppose that's an obvious choice.
On what though?
Well, on the Super. Most of these I played more on the. Well, that one was on the Super Famicom.
Right, so Castlevania 4 then.
Yes.
Right, because
Yeah.
there were some on the NES.
Yeah.
Right, so
No.
Castlevania 4, which we've got down here. I've got the Japanese Castlevania 4.
Yeah, mine was the Japanese one.
This is the one you played back in the day? You had the Japanese one back
I had a Super Famicom, so that was that's what I played.
Look at the artwork on that, guys. Super
well,
cool.
the cart...
Did you finish it?
No.
Okay.
Very difficult game, that. And then actually Frogger I've put... Again, in no particular order. Frogger, that was in the arcade. And I think also I played that on the BBC Micro a lot. There was... I don't know if it was called... I don't think it was licensed on the BBC
Probably
Micro.
not.
But there was a version of it that I enjoyed. Yar Kung Fu, which we've shown already, which I enjoyed that a lot. You know, not necessarily the best game, but I played it on the Spectrum.
Yeah.
And then actually, Alex isn't going to like this, but International Superstar Soccer, because I do like a football arcade game.
Okay.
And obviously that became Pro Evo, which was then the Pro Evo versus FIFA for many years, and then I think Konami gave up the fight, didn't they, in the end, and just left it to FIFA. Yeah.
Do you think a football game like FIFA needs competition? Is there only one football game that kids play today?
Well, interesting you say that, because today, in my little games room, I was playing a football game, a Neo Geo football game, with my son, who's 11, and I think that there's a simplicity to the older game, but there's a fun factor.
Yeah.
And there's a playfulness with some of those older games that you can sort of deliberately foul the opposing player, and it's a lot of fun to play. And he was in hysterics laughing at it, and so was I. So it's I think the modern games are simulations, a bit serious, aren't they? There's none of that humour.
And I would imagine they take a long time to get into.
Yeah, exactly. And you've got to learn all the 25 different buttons. And then my final one of the top 5, Green Beret, which again,
I didn't think of that
I do remember that in the arcade, but I played it. My friend had a Commodore 64, and I played that a lot round at his house on the Commodore 6. It was superior on the Commodore 64. It pains me to say, as someone that had a Spectrum.
Okay.
But it was good, yeah.
Okay, so let's have a look to see what you guys have said for your favourite. Let's turn this around so we're not facing... I haven't got my back against the camera. Ultimate Marvel versus Capcom, says Peter, number 3.
I actually played that today.
Tetley says Specky Hypersports kicked arse.
Yeah, true.
Dad's Lads Gaming, I prefer Alex in Max Headroom in 8-bit version. That's not a game, Marcus.
It could be.
Paul Buller, Juno First is amazing. The noise when you start a level is iconic. I would agree.
Yeah.
Castlevania, Axley. Yeah, well, that is in my next list of Konami games. Remember, there's 10 of each. Russian Attack.
Green Beret,
Yeah, Green Beret. Gradius. Contra 3. Dark Adventure, Devil World, or Finalizer. Don't know that one.
I struggle a bit with Gradius.
S Mosquitoes in the house. Sega Zombies in the house. Right, Scott. We're trying to pick 10 Konami games, 10 Capcom games, any decade, any platform. Once you've picked your 10 from each, you can only take one company to your desert island. So we've both picked 5 each now.
Yeah.
I want to know what you guys picks are. So should we do the Capcom 5 now?
Yeah. Go on. You start.
So Street Fighter, and it has to be on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4, which I absolutely loved. That is a great game. Now, I did this list a while ago. I've written down Commando, and we recently played it, and I said to myself, I'll never play this game again. But I have to put it in there because I did love it as a kid, so Commando's staying. But
I played it loads on the Spectrum, and it's a very tough game on any format, isn't it? And there are games that, well,
anyway, so that's
point,
1, 2, 3.
3.
Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. I love that game.
Yeah.
That's a great beat 'em up. One of my favourites. Just the music, everything just gets me. I remember that in the arcade more than Final Fight, if anything. That's the one I saw. And 1942, iconic game.
Yeah, no, there's a bit of a crossover there. So again,
5.
in no particular order, I've got Resident Evil 2 because I played that back in the day on the PlayStation, and for me it was the refinement over the first version that it really needed.
Yeah.
I replayed it recently on the Xbox, sort of a remastered version, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I think it gave that extra when you're being chased around the mansion. It's really it's genuinely.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But I would agree with you. I think 2 and 4, between the two, 4 is the better game.
Yeah.
It's got more depth to it, and I probably would pick that of the two. But both very good contenders. Strider, not one of your favourites.
No, because we played Strider recently for the 10p
High Score
podcast, and I fell out of love with it.
Yeah,
had that 10p effect on me, where when you've played a game for a week, you might have nostalgia for it. You think, let's play that for the high score challenge. But then after you've sunk some time in it, you either end up hating it or loving it even more. And it had the opposite effect on me. I ended up not liking it. I actually prefer the Mega Drive version over the arcade version. It's easier.
Yeah.
The arcade version is tough as nails.
Well, I picked it having never really played it in the arcade, but again, it was one that I played on the Super Famicom to death, and I absolutely loved it. And I think I also, being a child of the sort of growing up at school in the 80s.
Strider wasn't on the Super Famicom. Mega Drive, you mean?
Mega Drive. And growing up in that Cold War era where we were sort of brainwashed at school that the bombs could drop at any time, and it had that sort of Cold War Russian, there was a bit of a thing, wasn't there? And the weird music sort of.
Yeah.
So that was my second choice. Final Fight you've mentioned. I mean, that outstanding game, copied by many but not bettered by many.
Can I just give a shout out to Josh? Nice to see you in the house. My son watching is Soren Blade. U-Star Gamer in the house. Yeah, carry on, mate. Sorry,
So then I've got Street Fighter 2, like you had, and also Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, because both. And I did play Street Fighter 2 predominantly on the Super Famicom with my brother, like you did, and Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. I do remember that back in the day, playing that on the arcade. Great visually, big sprites, great game. Just and stands the test of time, like Final Fight does, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So, guys,
what should we play?
We've got to play a game now. Ghouls and Ghosts. Yeah.
Well.
God, yeah. Don't worry. We've still got another. We've still got another 5 more games each to look at.
What of those have you got?
Frankie Goes to Hollywood on the ZX Spectrum. If you want Cold War.
Have you got it? What about Green Beret? I mean, that's a tough game. Have you got that on the?
I have. We can play Green Beret.
Should we put that on just for a bit of?
I'd like to. All right. So
go on, you tell me what you want to play.
I want to play a bit of Kicker.
Yeah. Okay. I'm don't remember that so well, so let's put that on then.
And you want to play Green Beret?
Well, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Or Russian attack.
Let's see if I've got it.
Yeah.
You keep the chat going. I'll see if I get the jammer cab set up. So, Green Beret. So do you know why they changed the name?
Super Pang by Paulette Bally. Yeah, that's a good shot. I really enjoyed Super Pang. Didn't even think of that when I was doing my choice.
Right, we have Green Beret.
The Chris Bean says Vendetta is so much more playable than Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. I did play Vendetta and I did enjoy that. Yeah, it's Sega Zombie says he's got the PCB of that. Pencil Ninja randomly wants to see us play a horse racing game on the Neo Geo, which is a bit random compared to... I don't think that's Konami or Capcom.
I haven't got Kicker on here.
You haven't?
No, I know why, because I've got the original PCB of it, and I'll probably...
Dad's Lads Gaming is suggesting we go and watch the When the Wind Blows animated movie. Yeah, that's a bit like watching Threads. That's not...
Oh, do you know what I'm going to choose? Time Pilot 84. That's a good one.
Okay.
So 2 really good Konami games.
Isn't that a rotation stick?
No.
Isn't it?
Well, I know what you mean. You could say Monroe stick, but...
Sorry, yeah, Monroe stick. Greenberry is not jammer. That's a good point from Dave Repairs.
Yeah, but we're using a Pi. Sorry.
We are using a Pi.
So it don't matter.
It's all authentic here on the Pi.
You know what? Pretty sure I've got a Time Pilot 84 marquee up here.
Have you?
I'm sure I have. Let's get if you want all fantasy, Dave, I've got a whole load of marquees.
Well, Dave saw you take them for the Time Warp Arcade.
Oh, they got a PCB. See if I've got... That's so loud, that game.
I'm just going to check if the Amazon deliveries arrived in a second while you're looking through those.
Sure, I've got a Time Pilot 84. I love these marquees, going through all of these. Do you know what? They're not going to be in this lot. I don't think. Time Pilot 84 or the original... I know everyone's going to say original Time Pilot because that's what they remember, but I think Time Pilot 84 is a much superior game than the original. I know that's where the nostalgia is, but there's so much more to Time Pilot 84. Let's see if we got it here. I'm sure we have. These are not original. These are all repros that I've got Ollie Muddy music to do for me. There we go. Time Pilot 84, because I've got an original PCB of that. So we'll put that in the cab, make it authentic. Yeah, why not?
Right, let's...
You can turn the camera around and film me putting it in if you want.
I might just take the camera off, actually.
Yeah. You still got good feed, have we, or is it still 8-bit?
No, I think people are saying it's looking better.
The only trouble is the bulb on this cab's gone.
Oh.
I need to get a new bulb. I should put some LEDs in here, really. There we go. There we go. Just like an old operator back in the day. Changing the game around, changed the marquee around, that's what they did. And then you felt like you were playing...
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Haven't you?
Marquee, no.
It's cool, isn't it?
Why? Tell me something. Why did Konami used to extend the K? I always used to think it was Janome. You know, there's like a weird sort of Japanese combination of a K and a J together.
It's just the,
But they dropped that subsequently, didn't they? I think in the early days it always had that.
Well, Nintendo changed their thing around quite a bit, didn't they? Right, let's turn the lights down.
Oh, yeah.
You won't be able to get that. There we go, is that better? Right, so I don't know if you guys have seen Time Pilot 84. You must have seen the original Time Pilot. So here we go. So you've got bomb in this one, and your ship locks on to the enemies. Right, if you don't die. And if you go a particular way, you can unlock, like if I... It's difficult talking when you're trying to concentrate, because it is one of those games where you really do have to concentrate. But there are loads of hidden bonuses in this game, if you know where to find them.
Dave's saying, did you have this in the museum? I think you did, didn't you?
I did, yeah, I loved it. I do have an original PCB of this, Dave. And then at the end, you get a boss, end of level boss.
Yeah.
There he is. There we go. 5,000 points.
Good work.
Brilliant game.
Yeah.
I think when we had it at the museum, I had it so loud. I was so into this game. I absolutely loved it. And then a guy came down with his PCB.
Yeah.
And then we just started having loads of competitions. It was my game. This is all I was playing for a month. I absolutely loved it.
Well, the good news is on the desert island you can have it as loud as you want because no one's going to hear you and complain about the music. That's all good.
So what do you think of this game, guys? Do you like it? Have you played it?
Peter Dalton saying, thank you for the video. I totally forgot about this game. I'm on it.
Yeah, it's great.
Saskia 6750 used to play this in Brighton, West Street. Family fun back in the 80s.
Oh, wow.
I find it a very difficult game. I don't know what it is. I think it's the rotation of the ship. Or maybe I'm rubbish at it, or both. But it's definitely one you need to be practiced on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not an easy pick up and play and last for 10 minutes.
No.
You definitely need to get used to that control mechanism.
I mean, it does help if you've got the Monroe stick, but it's not essential. It's still playable.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm playing it okay. This is stage 3 now.
What's different about the Monroe stick then?
You can get more of a rotation.
Okay.
So I always thought this would be a good game to have in an original Time Pilot cab, but you'd have to bore out an extra button because it's got the bomb button on this, whereas the original Time Pilot hasn't. And I wouldn't recommend doing that. But this game, you would have just seen in a jammer cab back in the day. This didn't have a dedicated cab.
Well, I think that's why I don't remember that marquee, to be honest. I think it's quite typical Konami artwork, isn't it?
Yeah. It's cool. Yeah, game over. 57,000, that's not bad.
Decent effort.
Yeah.
I'll not embarrass myself.
So,
but we'll have a bit of green berry you've got on next to it, have you?
Would you want to play that, mate?
Well,
let's just turn the volume down on this one. And I think I'm going to have to turn the volume up on this one. Yeah, we've got no sound, so do you want a seat to sit down, old fella, or would you like standing?
I've not had that much to drink that I need a seat. I'll manage without.
That's the volume.
So where did you play this, guys? Was it at the arcade? Was it, for me, it was on the Commodore 64. Yeah.
Iconic sound.
Yeah, the sort of siren as your...
Right, I'll take that. Right, Ed's going to give us a gameplay of Russian Attack or Green Beret.
Well, let's just... Yeah, the soundtrack's really good on there, sound effects. What?
Just that noise, so iconic, isn't it?
Where's the jump?
Have you got a jump? Here you have.
I thought there was a jump, I can't find it. Once again, he's rigged the cab, so I'm going to do badly, and he's going to look like the Master Games player. Oh dear.
Is there not a jump?
I'm sure there's a jump. Hang on. No. Also, annoyingly, it always goes right back to the start. It doesn't let you go. It doesn't let you restart.
I don't think you need the jump. I don't think there is a jump, is there? Guys, is there a jump in Russian Attack? I think it's just fire, isn't it?
It's not the best. Oh my god, it's not the best showcase.
Do you want the boss to show you?
Yeah, go on, then. We better swap over. it's a very, very tough game, that, as
I'm
demonstrated.
I'm no good at it either. I haven't played this in a long time.
I'm sure it was more forgiving on the Commodore 64. Let's see how Alex does.
Right, you get that weapon, don't you?
Oh, you push up, diagonally up to jump.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there we are.
There you go. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, whoever that was. That's where I went wrong.
There we go.
Right. It's sort of like Kung Fu Master on steroids, isn't it? The left and right switching.
I'm going to get down here. Oh no, I haven't got a... see, I need that weapon.
Yeah. Great music. Or sound effects, I should say.
You need the flamethrower, or the rocket launcher, whatever it is.
Well, there's a grenade launcher, isn't there? And the flamethrower, I think, was the best weapon.
Right, let's have another go, because I was just getting into that.
You didn't let me have another go. It's his arcade. Really tough game. Only played it on the Spectrum. Yeah, that's true.
Right, give it one more go. We've got the hang of it. We know what the controls are now, so let's just give it another go. This actually plays really well on the NES. You got it on the NES?
Yeah, I mean, it's not graphically a complex game, is it?
I don't think it's that difficult to finish, to be honest with you. There's the flamethrower.
Well, based on my performance, I'd say it was.
There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. He's not going to appear in it. I'm not going to be able to get that. There he is. Is that him? No.
The timing is really unforgiving. If you don't get... Dave's asking if we're not playing two-player. Well, there is a two-player, I think, but we won't be...
game, man.
It's a bit difficult, Dave, without a third person on the camera, so we'll take it in turn. It's fast, though, isn't it? I don't remember it being as fast as this.
Give me another weapon, come on.
I wonder if the console versions were a bit slower, maybe easier as a result.
I got past that this time.
Here we are, you're moving into the Alpine.
Is there a time limit on it?
No.
Give me a gun, please.
There's been a question, are we only playing arcade games? No, not at all. No, we could put, in fact, as I said earlier, my nostalgia for this game is from playing on my friend's Commodore 64, but it's just easier for the stream to play it on the arcade machine. But, we will have a look on a few consoles at some games later on.
Oh my God.
Good work.
It's about the first I've ever gotten it, I think.
Someone made an excellent green berry on the Commodore Amiga recently, and it never... Oh, that's interesting. A remake. Ah, that's it. That's the weapon, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, he jumped it! What? Oh, gee.
Well, that's good.
That was good, right.
Yeah.
Let's sit down again.
Yeah, that was
have a beer. That was good fun, though. Bit of nostalgia.
Yeah, so, I mean, they're tough games, aren't they? And I think they were deliberately tough because they weren't long games. If they'd been made so easy, we'd have all completed them and gone back asking for our money back or a refund.
Right, so there's two
contenders
classic
that we can play.
Konami games. Right, we need a top up. Where's my beer? How's everyone doing in the chat? Are we all okay? Are we 8-bit or 16-bit? There we go. Should we read the comments, Ed? Turn the lights up a bit.
I think we're up to date, aren't we?
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the comments. What's everyone been chatting about? 32-bit now.
Where was it green? It was Green Beret and Russian Attack in which regions? Was it Green Beret in Japan and then Russian Attack in the US?
Probably.
I think that was all part of the Cold War sort of propaganda, wasn't it?
Right, let's just read out some of the comments. So you guys, are you only playing Konami or Capcom arcade games? No, we'll play some SNES and Mega Drive next. Someone made an excellent Green Beret for the Commodore Amiga recently, says Steve. The Black Mirror, great owl programming there, knowing to jump. Gopla, is it Gobla? Don't know how you pronounce that, but he says, Alex, is there a Nintendo arcade game you're missing in your collection, or do you have them all?
No,
I feel like I've had them all at one stage in my life, but I don't have any inclination to sort of get any more, really.
Yeah.
I've had them all, really. I've had Hellfire, Punch Out, Sheriff. I've had them all. I've still got Sky Skipper, and I've got Space Firebird, so I've still got 2 in the house.
I think if people go back to, if you look at some of the old game room tours,
yes,
and you always start in what was your game room, and I think that's what you have now. Excuse me, isn't where you started. You started with more, of a modest collection, and you had a different collection. Because I said to you a couple of days ago, you had a whole Amiibo collection, didn't you?
Yeah, I did,
or
yeah.
not the complete, but there was a lot of them.
Yeah.
And you can't keep everything, can you?
You know, life changes, you move on, relationships change. But if you go, I don't know if you guys are on Facebook. If you are, I've got set up a Facebook page on there, Owl's Arcade, and I have been going back through all the archives, all the vault, and uploading tons and tons of pictures of raids I've done, collections I've had, arcade machines I've owned, other people's machines and game room tours, all that kind of stuff. It's all up there.
And we were saying this, weren't we, that back in the day, unless you were loaded, which, let's be honest, most people weren't, you sold your console of the time to get the next console. You didn't keep everything. Because I look back on some of mine, and I've got, if I look at the Xbox, I've got every Xbox, but I haven't got the GameCube, and I haven't got all the things that I had to sell to get the next console back then.
It's a bit like that today, really. We're constantly wheeling and dealing.
Trading, isn't it?
Trading to get stuff you want, It's a bit like, having an arcade collection is a bit like having 10 PS5 games for 10 years, because how often are you going to keep playing them? I mean, arcade games are different because they play like pinball machines in a way. You have a high score, you're constantly striving to better that score. It's not an adventure where you finish the adventure and you've got to redo that all again. It's a different type of gameplay, so they hold their replay value from that standpoint, but it's still like having the same game in your collection for a long time. So I think it is good and healthy to change your games around. And that's what arcades did back in the day anyway. They were constantly evolving, new games coming in, old games going out. And as long as you keep it fresh and you've got games in your hobby, it's cool, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone says food fight tonight.
Well, we will get on to that.
Yeah. Scott says, I love Bloodlines on the Mega Drive. Yeah, that is good. I don't have that. I actually saw that in Retro Games HQ today, but it didn't have a manual. I was tempted, but I'm not going to buy it without a manual, and he is expensive in there. It's cool, I don't mind.
But if you're watching,
I did buy a load of games. I did buy a load of games from him. He gave me a great deal, actually.
Did
I
he?
took 2 games.
It's a good shop. I've been in there. It's
and he
nice.
traded me in, and I got quite a lot back, so I was quite happy.
Yeah, no, it's a nice setup.
He says, is your channel less Nintendo orientated now? I don't think it was always just Nintendo anyway. I mean,
you called yourself that though, didn't you?
Yeah, I called myself that, but I did collect for different things. I've always had different stuff. I mean, yeah, I guess the arcade collection was focused.
I think if you look at those older videos where you start off home, you did predominantly have Nintendo cabs. Other than the Sky Skipper.
Well, that was at a time when a lot of people didn't know anything about a lot of these games, and there was no videos of them on YouTube. When I started out, there was no videos of Space Firebird, Sheriff, Launcher. There was hardly anything.
Yeah.
And when I was doing it, it was one of the first channels to start documenting it. That's all I was doing. There were crappy videos, but I just thought, get this on YouTube so other people can see it. And it was a great way to interact with other people, because I found other people with some of the games that I had. You know, it's a great way to reach out and find like-minded collectors.
But also you enjoy, and that drew you to the Nintendo machines of
Yeah,
the arcade as well. I think
yeah.
that's a correlation that you'd have there.
Ian asks, "Have you talked to Whitney?" I talk to Whitney every other day. He is my brother in America. We talk every day. He's good. We're planning to meet up maybe later this year in Spain. He's planning to do a tour of Europe. And we're planning to go, well, I am. I don't know if he'd be able to make it, but there is a Spanish museum
Yes, I've seen that.
that's
Yeah.
got some really rare stuff,
Yeah.
rare arcade machines. And it's about an hour from my brother. So I'd love to go and film that.
I think there's a Facebook group, Arcade Collectors Europe, and I think
Yeah,
there's some good stuff on
yeah.
that. There's a lot of good groups on there.
So, should we read our next 5
Yes,
games?
very good idea. You start with your next 5 Konami games.
So, my next choice of my next 5 Konami games, okay, that I'm going to possibly take to my
Present
desert
to the
island.
jury.
Gyrus, which I think is it's very similar to sort of, it plays a little bit like a cross between Gagga and Tempest, I always think. You go around the outside of the screen. Jackal, which I fell in love with fairly recently. I don't remember playing it much back in the day, but I fell in love with it, I don't know, a few years ago. I've got the original PCB of it down there. I've got the Japanese ROM, which means you shoot in the direction that you're facing, whereas the world ROM, you only shoot upwards, so you sort of treat it like a vertical shooter, but I actually prefer the Japanese ROM.
Yeah.
So it's a bit better.
Yeah.
So Jackal. Contra. Now, I've got to say Alien Wars on the Super Famicom, even though I do love the Mega Drive version, which I've got. So I've got both, and I think they are both equally brilliant games. So Contra Hard Corps on the Japanese Mega Drive, and Contra 3 on the Super Famicom. I think they are both excellent games. I think we should play one of those, actually.
Definitely. And I think anyone that had that brotherly rivalry of one of you had the Super Famicom, one of you had the Mega Drive, that was a perfect example like which one's better, and it was never resolved. They were both great games, very playable.
I think they're both great. I mean, I never played the Mega Drive version back in the day. It was this.
Yeah.
And I loved this, but getting introduced to this not that long ago, probably 5 years ago, I absolutely loved it. I thought it was awesome.
It's quite different, isn't it? There are there's some quite different styles of the gameplay. You know, it's not one or the other. It's different.
Someone says get Hard Corps on. Yeah.
Is that 5? Is that your last? Is that your 5?
Sorry, no. I'm just looking at the comments there. So it says Contra, and then we've got Axlay, which we've got on.
Oh yeah.
That's a good Konami game.
Yeah.
Castlevania 4 I picked as well, same as Ed. That's a great game. And Batman Returns. Batman Returns, which I think is a great Konami game on the Super Nintendo. You played that one?
Not extensively. I remember it. No.
Oh, so cool.
Do you know?
So
I think back then so many of the licensed games were crap, but there were some nuggets, and I picked one that were really good, and it was really hard to sort of differentiate between the two unless you played them all. But sometimes you looked at them and thought, it's just another license. I'll not bother buying that or even looking at it. But
I don't think Konami ever put out a bad game from that era. They're
perhaps not.
Just so atmospheric, and the box art, so cool.
Well, that sells it alone, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if you was to look at the screenshots on the back in the day, you would have been all over that because they look awesome. Really cool.
Yeah.
So is that it? That's my last 5 Konami games.
And I've got one that overlaps with that, which is Contra Spirits. Which, as I said, I love that. Me and my brother played that 2-player. I mean, I think back in the day, there was a lot of 2 players that were alternating two players, and then there were proper co-op games, and that as far as I remember was the first co-op game that I really enjoyed going through. And you weren't putting 10p's or 20p's into it, but it was still, how many it was a good game, great game. My others are, well, there'll be some hate for this, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, just because I think
you're from that era.
Of that era, it was early 90s, wasn't it, I think? And it was just, we've all played Simpsons, we've all played those,
No.
Okay.
No, we haven't.
And I do like X-Men with this, I do the 6-player, quite rare 6-player arcade cab of X-Men. But the X game itself, I didn't really like. I played it through as a 1-player, not massively into that. So of those, I like Turtles, and I have played it a lot.
Yeah.
Sunset Riders, I remember that back in the day in the arcades.
Yeah.
Great, very colourful, Wild West. It was, it matched with the, we used to have quite a lot of quite shitty spaghetti western on TV still then, didn't we? So the Cowboys and Indians was quite a big thing there.
Cowboys and Indians.
Champion of Wonder Horse,
Champion of Wonder Horse. Did you have the old Indian feathers and that, and the wigwam when you were a kid?
Not, I'm going to admit to. And then I've actually picked Legend of the Mystical Ninja, Goemon Warrior, I think it was, in there. Because again, on the Super Famicom, I played that a lot back in the day and really enjoyed that. And yeah, I don't know if I've not been back to it, but I enjoyed that. And then the other one, which in terms of pure play after play after play, was International Track and Field. So for those, which was it was on the PS1. PS1. And it was basically a
boot fodder.
It was it was a 3D sort of interpretation of the original, and it was button mashing.
Well?
It was just as a party game.
We
we played Hypersports, didn't we, in the week when we went to the arcade of Jeremy's, and it was a lot of fun. And those party games, and you could have, I don't know if it was obviously a 2-player. Was there a multi-tap on the PS1? I can't remember whether it was.
Would it have had a separate? I know they had a dedicated controller for the Famicom. They bought Track and Field for the Famicom, not for the NES, but for the Famicom. There was a dedicated.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but anyway,
controller.
I just remember playing that over and over again, games nights with my friends, beer or two, just to again, not graphically anything amazing,
but just good fun,
just great fun. Yeah.
U-Star Gamer says Turtles for the win. See, I think you've got to be a love of the cartoon. But don't get me wrong, I think Turtles in Time on the SNES is a great game.
Yeah.
But, I can take or leave
it's a bit commercial. I get what you mean.
Just read a few of the comments. Is that your last game?
Yeah.
I'll just read some of the comments out here. Mystic Warriors have been mentioned. Mystic Warriors, that's a Konami game, isn't it? Yeah. That's a later, early 90s Konami game. Do you know, I did play that, David, Mystic Warriors. It's mad as hell.
I don't know it. I don't think.
I was quite surprised how the environments kept changing. It's on the Switch because I downloaded it. Really good game. Might have to do that for a challenge, actually.
Right.
Paul Buller says graphics on Batman Returns are great atmosphere. I agree. Violent Storm. Don't know that one.
Violent Storm.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Don't know that one. Paradius. Yeah, I do love Paradius. Just didn't make the top 10.
And what
PS1 had a multi-tap, says Scott.
Okay, yeah.
I don't remember that. Was it a dedicated track and field?
Well, was it for Bomberman? Was it like... because Hudson did release a Bomberman tap for a lot of systems, and I think it was using the Super Bomberman, the Hudson multi-tap.
Wolf B says, love the cartoon, but the game not so much. I think it's just a generation thing. If you grew up with Turtles... See, I grew up with Bruce Lee. I mean, how can you go from Bruce Lee to a green turtle chucking nunchuckers around? Yeah. It's just so uncool. But I know a lot of mates of mine never grew up watching Bruce Lee, whereas I did.
Monkey,
young
I think
age.
we started with Monkey, didn't
Kung
we?
Fu with David Carradine. Do you remember that? That
And
was
Monkey,
awesome.
surely,
Bruce
yeah.
Lee was actually going to take that role, you know.
Was he?
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you mind pouring me, old chap, another beer? Thank you very much. Turtles on the SNES has more depth. Overdrive is Konami.
Oh God, that was the game we played at time, where you went through the windscreen, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was quite funny. That was quite a surprise, sort of fun game to play.
It was a
Overdrive.
vertical Tate or Tate screen, wasn't it?
Yeah, Rannoch is the alternative name to Growl. I didn't know that. Asterix, the arcade, was great. Is that Konami?
Must be.
Thank you.
Yeah, mate.
Thank you, mate. Sun 2 on the PC Engine was like Monkey Magic. Mega Man X series. You know, the Mega Man X series on the SNES, they look amazing, but my God, are they rock hard.
I didn't pick Mega Man, and I've never managed to get into any of the games. I know it's got a massively loyal following, and people love the games.
Yeah.
But I've played them a lot, but I've just never. I don't have the passion for them that a lot of people have. They're just another platformer that I think there are personally better platformers that I've enjoyed more. And I know that sounds really against the grain, but I've just never.
Addy Sneaker Freak Steve says the Streets of Rage 2 Game of Death Edition hack is worth playing.
Death?
You play as overpowered Bruce Lee in a yellow tracksuit. What system's this on, Steve? I've never heard of that. I know Streets of Rage 2 is a Mega Drive game.
Well, like a Kill Bill tracksuit, the yellow, because that.
Well, Game of Death. That suit that she wears in Kill Bill is a tribute to Bruce Lee.
Yes, yeah.
From Game of Death.
That's right, yeah. I watched that the other night, actually. Yeah.
Mega Drive, he says. Don't know that hack, mate. Is it on the might be on the EverDrive.
Could
that
be.
hack. So, with those 10 games, guys, have you picked your 10 games from Konami and Capcom? We have got to decide, if you haven't, which ones we're going to take to the island. But I think before we do that, we should play some more.
Yeah, we've got to have the other 5
I think you
Capcoms.
should choose next.
Yeah.
I think.
Should we? Axelay, do you want to play?
Yeah, we could do Axelay. You guys, what do you want to see us play?
Yeah,
Let us
so
know in the comments what you want us to play.
That's Contra. That's the Mega Drive Contra, isn't it? The Japanese version. So, give us your vote. Contra on the Super Famicom. Contra on the
Mega Drive. Castlevania.
I don't think that it's a hard. Does that come across so well on a live?
It's a long game.
Yeah, so let's skip that. Batman Returns. So I think it's going to have to be Contra on the Mega Drive or the Super Famicom. Give us your vote.
I haven't given you my last 5 Capcom games.
Well, I'm giving you mine. We haven't got to that yet.
We haven't, have we?
We're still on the
last 5 Konami.
We're still on the Konami.
Yeah.
Let's do that first, and let's see how we go.
What, should we do the last 5 Capcom? Or should we play a game?
Let's play a game, because let's see what people want.
Contra on the MD, says David. Contra, Mega Drive. Contra Hard Corps, Mega Drive. Well, there we go.
There we
then.
are. That's decided
then. So what you need to do, buddy, is turn off the SNES.
No, you want to play it on the Mega Drive.
Yeah, but you need to turn off the SNES, otherwise it won't come on.
Got it.
That's it.
There's no eject, is there, on this?
No, you just put it out, mate. How much do you reckon this game goes for these days, guys? Have a guess.
Hang on.
Crazy money. Lovely box art, though. Look at the box art on that. Beautiful game. Absolutely beautiful game. I mean, sprite art is just gorgeous. Cover is gorgeous.
Tell me, why were the leads so bloody short on these consoles back in the day?
That's all right. You give it a go, mate. You sit there and give it a go.
No,
I'll grab the camera.
General question, because I've been playing on my Super Famicom this week, and it's like a metre of lead.
Right, just wait a minute, dude. I'll get the camera.
All right. I'm just gonna check if that Amazon delivery is here again. Just a second.
Amazon delivery. Right, let's move the camera in. Nice close up. I hope he's turned his mic off. He doesn't know he's got his mic on when he's going for a piss. Look at that. Awesome, awesome game, guys. Here we go. I'll zoom in and just moving some stuff out of the way. There we go. The leads are short because the Japanese sat underneath the TV. Yeah, probably. B&O looks nice, doesn't it, in that corner? I might take the camera off. We've got 94 people in the house, Ed.
Do you know, I was just thinking about how many people are in the house.
You can't see on the laptop, but you can on the phone.
Right.
So Ed's back in the house. There we go.
No sign of the Amazon delivery, so I'll have to pop out again in about another 10 minutes.
That tripod out of the way.
Have you got this? Given this is a two controller, or are you going to do free?
No, you just play, mate. Probably want to just turn the volume up a bit so we get the full effect of the Mega Drive on the sound chip.
That lovely B&O TV.
Just listen to that. Can you hear that, guys? Fucking awesome.
I certainly can. Jesus. Right,
here we go. Maybe let's hang on. Wait. Let's turn the
lights off.
Turn the lights down a bit,
so we haven't got the reflection. That iconic ident sort of sound effect.
That's better. And maybe just turn. Let me just turn the main light off up here. Turn this big one off up here.
94 this.
There we go, that's better.
So it's quite late into the Mega
94, yeah.
Life's
cycle.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Look at that. So what do you prefer then, guys? The Mega Drive version or the Super Nintendo version? I think it's a hard call, really do. Ed's mic is off. Is it off?
Off.
No. Can you hear him? Hang on. No, it's on, dude.
Might have switched it off when I went to check the Amazon delivery, but it's back on. Right. Which character? Iceman from Top Gun? Gotta be, hasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, just look at the pixel graphics on that. The artwork. It's just so cool.
I always find these games interesting because they were Japanese, but they mixed the English, didn't they? Like emergency there, flashing up, and there were some elements that were in English, even though they were Japanese games. Why is it not starting now?
Alex just said, asking what your favourite Konami or Capcom game is like asking what your favourite child is.
Favourite what?
Child. Right.
Why is it stuck on this?
Start?
I'm trying start.
Oh.
That's weird.
Pressing all the buttons?
Yeah.
Yeah, going through.
Hang on. We're starting
There we
there.
go. There we go. Look at this. Look at this for a beginning. Look at that. Straight in the action. No messing about. No story. No character building. Straight in the bloody action.
Oh no. Well, it's fast, isn't it?
It is fast, yeah.
I don't think it's fast, is it?
It's not the PAL version, mate.
No, it's not, clearly.
Yeah, keep hold of that weapon. That's your homing missile. That's probably the best one there. Nice. But yeah, you've got to blow that up. That's it. Nice. Great soundtrack.
Oh, shit. Oh, hang on. How'd you do the bomb? Oh, there we are. Yeah, that's a bit of a waste.
There you go. It's all right. First go, just getting used to controls. Nice. Look at, I mean, just.
I love the way they did the judder
it.
like that on the screen. I don't know that it had that effect on the Super Famicom either. There were definitely advantages of both systems, weren't there?
Yeah.
There was no clear-cut winner on games.
And it's building up to the boss here. So you see the boss in the background, look, and he's coming forward. So cool. So Japanese as well, isn't it? It's what you'd expect from sort of Japanese sort of movie like Godzilla or something. Do you know what I mean? Giants. Oh, lock and load.
Got him?
Nice.
I've lost the homing.
This bit's quite similar to the SNES version.
Oh, shit.
Oh, until you die. That's it. Nice. I mean, it's just so cool.
It's a very different game, though, isn't it?
Yeah. But you constantly feel like you're progressing all the time, and things are changing up. It's such a fast,
I like that,
moving game.
Because there were a lot of people back in the day had both systems, and
Yeah.
you don't want the same game, do you, to
No.
compare it like for like? Another boss.
Yeah, oh, this is a good one. So I think is this the one where you're running? Oh no, it's not this one.
Oh God, that's not a good.
Got more bombs left. Come on, Ed. You can do it, mate. Nice.
No. Oh no.
Well done, though, dude.
Well,
that was cool.
First go, yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Right, I'm going to pick a game now.
What are you going to go for?
Oh. Well, shall I try... Let's do Batman. Batman's a good one. So if you take the camera, dude.
Yeah. Okay, you want...
Yeah. If you come here, take over. Watch it. Try and keep it upright. So Batman Returns.
Yeah.
See how far we get on this. I think the atmosphere in this game kind of makes it. It's still a good game, but the atmosphere is just so good. Let's turn that off, put that on. It's been a while.
Rob's off to pop out. He's off. He's gone to look for his Amazon delivery as well. That's good to hear. Sure, I feel I've missed out. I never played this. I overlooked this.
It's really
one.
good.
Yeah.
Game start. I don't know what. I'm probably on normal for this, but it's a tough game. There's a point where it gets really tough. I've never finished it.
Right.
I should really try because it is good. Michael Keaton. I should go back and watch the old Batman movie as well. I haven't done that in such a long time.
I do remember this actually. It starts off with this bit of a Mode 7.
Yeah. It's a side-scrolling beat 'em up.
How did you get your Super Famicom working? Did you need to get a step-down transformer? Well...
Right, what we got?
I think, to answer that question, I think you can... I don't think you need a step-down transformer. I think you can play it, because it's a DC adapter, I think you can play it with any adapter that just gives it the voltage it needs. Someone more technical will know that. Use a Mega Drive power supply. Yeah, that's what I use, one for both, because it's weird though, because it's got a negative, I think the centre pin's negative rather than more commonly positive. I nearly blew mine out this week. Yeah, good point. Mark 1, yeah, Mark 1 Mega Drive power supply.
Oh, come on.
I'm just going to get a close on this.
Yeah, we got him off. Just, it's very satisfying.
It's very different to the Mega CD Batman. I don't remember that, to be honest.
I think it's more of a driving game, isn't it, the Mega CD version?
I think so, yeah. All the Mega CD games were all about FMV as much as they could. I'm just going to get a little bit closer there to the action. Big sprites though, isn't it?
Yeah.
This, they really... They were quite adventurous with the...
I mean,
with the action on screen.
Not normally known for their beat-em-ups, are they?
No.
It's normally Capcom that do the beat-em-ups.
Well, there's a few, but...
Oh.
Again, it's a fast game, no slowdown or anything like that. It's not many on the screen at once, but it's pretty fluid.
Yeah.
I don't know if did it follow the story of the movie? I don't remember the movie,
I think
to be honest. Yeah.
And I love the way you can throw them into the glass. There you go. Oh. It's so funny. The sounds. Oh my god, I'm nearly dead. I'm dead.
He's gone.
I've still got 2 more lives.
Adventures of Batman and Robin on the Mega Drive is good if you have it on a 2-player co-op. Well,
oh, bit of health.
doing pretty well here.
Yeah. Ah.
Well, it's not easy when you pick up a game you haven't played for about 30 years to suddenly
I think I played this a couple of years ago. I haven't played it for a while. I've got quite far in it, but I've never completed it.
Very honest of you.
Just want to get to the boss if I can.
Yeah.
Ah. Don't know how you get this. There we go. Get out of town.
Jump kick. If nothing else if all else fails, the jump kick.
There we go. Boomerang and a flying kick puts him out of action.
Certainly looks that way. Oh, it's a question for Jump in general. If you could design your own arcade game, what would it be? Well, what, in terms of cabinet or the game? Give us a little bit more to go with there. If it's a dedicated cabinet control mechanism, that's different to the game. These two remind me of Bill Bull from Final Fight when they come rolling onto the screen.
The characters in this game are fab, aren't they? A lot of variety.
Well, they must be from the movie. I don't remember the movie. I did watch it, but I can't remember it.
It's got that nice thwack.
Yeah.
Right, here we go, guys. What have we got? We've got the boss. Just love the colours and everything.
Sega Zombie. I would love an arcade version of Activision's Hero. This game was originally designed to be an arcade game, but Konami didn't release it. They only brought it to the console. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
There we go. Right.
The actual game itself and its cabinet. We'll come back to that one because that's a big question, I think. Let's just see how he does here. Doing well so far.
No.
Well.
Oh, I didn't realise I got a Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's the end of that. Nice picture of Catwoman there.
Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah.
Yeah. For
Great
those that
game.
remember, I think we all had the poster of her on the wall. Well, good
Well,
that, mate.
yeah, that was good. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Let's put that back
Yeah.
in the...
Do you want me to do that?
Go on then, yeah, because you've...
What did you think of that, guys? Did you enjoy that? I really enjoyed those two games.
Yeah, I think they stand the test of time well. They're different graphically to what we've got these days, but...
Yeah.
Should I put that... Well, don't forget to put the panel on behind us. There is a lot to be said for those older games. They've got a lot of playability. Graphically, they're not photorealistic like the consoles of today, but there's a lot... I said earlier, my daughters loved playing Aladdin this week.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's not like she'd play on the Switch or the Xbox, but there's a playability angle to it, like those two you've just demonstrated, that make them fun to play, don't they? They don't need to be graphically so advanced that you can't play them anymore. Right. Should we have a look at our Capcom last 5 then?
Capcom 5 to do.
Right, let's see what we've got. You go first, mate, as it's your arcade, as you keep telling me.
Right, so I got to 1942 as the last game, so
Yep.
my last 5 pick of my favourite Capcom games. Ghosts and Goblins.
Naturally,
what a game. God, I remember that in the little arcade in Twickenham. God, when that came out, it was just so cool.
let me just ask you, where do you stand on Ghouls and Ghosts? Because both were on the Super Nintendo, weren't they? They both had it. Were they not?
No, Ghosts and Goblins was on the NES. Ghouls and Ghosts was on the SNES.
Sorry, that way round. Okay.
I mean, graphically, Ghouls and Ghosts looks a lot better.
Yeah, but as an arcade...
Well, there's only one thing that I don't like about Ghouls and Ghosts, and sometimes you have to pick up a crap weapon.
Right.
You don't have a choice in the matter.
Okay.
And that annoys me about the game.
It forces the issue.
It forces you to pick up a crap weapon, which I hate, and then you're stuck with that for ages, and it's almost like, God, I ain't gonna do this level with this thing.
Yeah.
It's like when you get the fire.
Yeah, that's the
just the shittest thing.
Yeah.
But you can jump over it in Ghosts and Goblins, whereas Ghouls and Ghosts, you've literally got no option.
And it's random, so it's
a bit random as well.
It takes the skill away from
what you pick up.
Yeah.
So for that, I prefer Ghosts and Goblins.
Right. Yeah.
Gunsmoke.
Yeah.
Which is tough as nails.
Yeah.
It's a really tough game, but I do like it. Saturday Night Slam Masters, aka.
It's a good
Did I have it out?
That's a good two-player, isn't it?
Yeah, Muscle Bomber. Muscle Bomber in Japan. Rest of the world, Saturday Night Slam Masters. But for me, I mean, the arcade version is awesome, but this is the one I played back in the day. I loved this.
Let's have a look at that. Yeah.
It's really good. It's Final Fight in a Ring.
Have you got this? Is that on the?
As an arcade game, yeah.
Yeah, we could do a two-player on that, could we? After we
could
try,
let's
have a look after. Great artwork.
Yeah, and a recent love and passion for a game that I never saw back in the day, but I've recently got into it in the last year.
Yeah. Is
the Speed Rumbler.
Oh, right.
That's a really good game. I love that game. Yeah. It's really, really cool. Don't remember seeing it back in the day.
No, I don't.
It's on the Switch. It's on the Capcom collection. I've just recently picked up a PCB of it, but it's got a fault with one of the resistors, which I need to get fixed. So one of the inputs doesn't work. But I'm going to do a video on that as soon as I get it fixed, because I absolutely love that game. And the last game is Black Tiger, aka Black Dragon. I really want an original PCB. If anyone's got an original PCB they want to sell me, I would love that game. And that's another game I want to finish. So that's it. That's the last of my... I'll just run through all of the 10 again. So my top 10 Capcom games in no particular order. Street Fighter, Resident Evil 4, Commando, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, 1942, Ghosts and Goblins, Gunsmoke, Saturday Night Slam Masters, The Speed Rumbler, Black Tiger.
Yeah, it's good variation there. So I've got 1942, which you've already mentioned, which for me is like, I'm not a massive fan of shoot 'em ups. I'm just not very good at them, and I've never. The bullet hell games ruined it for me.
Yeah.
So 1942 is simplicity. It's not an easy game, but it's a more simple shoot 'em up, and I've got a lot of time for that. UN Squadron, another shooter. And again, one I played to death on the Super Famicom. I think Area 88, wasn't it, on the Super Famicom?
Yeah.
But really enjoyed that. I think we did that on a past live actually.
Yeah.
So that's a great one. Aladdin, I've mentioned that.
Aladdin?
My daughter, because as
on the Mega Drive.
On the Super Famicom again. It was one of the rare movie sort of tie-ins that was actually a really good platform. It's a fun platformer. Yeah. Just a
Isn't the Mega Drive version supposed to be better?
Possibly, but I remember playing it on.
I wish I'd never said that. Because I actually think.
But it's a fun game, and I've played it again this week with my daughter, and she's really enjoyed it. And I think it's the dynamic of it. It's a simple game, and but the sort of the different levels. It's a fun game, and I really enjoyed that. Marvel versus Capcom. Again, I'm not a massive fan of fighters because I just can't be bothered to learn all the different special moves. But Marvel vs. Capcom is accessible. 3 characters each you choose. You sort of tag in and out. It's a good fun game. I've always enjoyed that. And last one, a bit left field. This Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, which again
on the DS.
It was on the DS, and I think I took it on a holiday once.
Yeah.
So it was raining all week, and I just played it to death. I love that. It was just a really.
It's funny, I wanted to like that game because I know it got great reviews, and it was a new game that I'd never played before.
Very different departure for Capcom from what they normally did, but it was the way that it sort of dramatised the action with the sort of cut-ins of the sort of the court battle between the two, and it was just it's really fun.
Yeah.
I never played. I think it was Ace Attorney, wasn't it? There were many iterations and follow-ups. There's a
lot of dialogue.
There is,
So
it's
almost like a story game.
Exactly. You wouldn't play it on a Japanese version for sure. But just on the DS, it was a great game.
Right, just read some of the. Is that all your?
Yeah, that's it.
So really good choice there, mate. Just read out some of your comments here. Beautiful Joe on the GameCube. Yeah, that was a cel-shaded game, wasn't it, Scott?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, like an action platformer. I'm sure it was cel-shaded. Third Strike. U-Star says the Mega Drive version was better than the SNES version, but the SNES version is a challenge, whereas the Mega Drive's easy. It's for kids. Dead Rising. Haven't played that.
Console only though. That never. I don't think that was ever in the arcade, was it?
Someone says I should stop smoking.
Don't know if that adds weight to Konami or Capcom.
I will when I'm dead. That's about it really. So Third Strike is great. Power Stone.
Yeah.
That's just I need to get that actually. That's on a Switch.
When there was Power Stone 2, I remember playing more than Power Stone. It was sort of, it was a bit like Smash Brothers, in terms of
version.
It was
Smash
a 3D.
Brothers,
you could go. It was a beat 'em up, but you could go to different parts of the screen. I could never get into it particularly. It never really.
I'd like to give it a go. I've never put any time into it, but I've heard great.
It's definitely worth giving a go. It's just not one that I particularly remember back in the day playing and thinking, I love this game, and I'll keep playing it.
Yeah.
I mean, there are loads, aren't there?
Cannon Spike. Don't know that one.
That's the Sega Naomi, or it's on the Sega Naomi, so it's on that must be an early 90s game, but it's a sort of.
I think Konami dropped off sort of after sort of 93, 94.
Yeah.
If you look at the list, because I went through the whole list of Konami games, and it was starting to get hard to pick stuff. In fact, Sunset Riders was probably the last game I would have picked. And what was that, 92, 93?
Yeah, probably.
After that, I don't really have a lot of interest in Simpsons and all of that, really.
But they did vary it because
I know there's a lot of love for that, but it's not my era.
I think they switched their attention from from the arcades to the consoles, didn't they? Because, like I said earlier about my pick of, International Track and Field, that was a console-only game. International Superstar Soccer, and then Pro Evo, they were console games that sold millions and millions, but they were never arcade games. So they very much focused on probably where the cash was coming in, which was consoles back in the early to mid-90s, I imagine.
Yeah. The Punisher. Don't think I've put a lot of time into that. I know it's on the Mega Drive, but I was never. I think I've seen. I have played it on the Mega Drive, but I was never that impressed with the graphics of it on the Mega Drive. No. I think that's one for the arcade. Would you agree? Better on the arcade, the Punisher, than the Mega Drive port. Alien vs Predator, says Nick. Probably the best beat 'em up ever. Have you ever played, Nick? I've got the PCB of it down there. I keep meaning to do a video on it because I've got it working now. Oh God, what is it called? Guardian, Denjai Makai. Have you ever played that? It's mad as hell. It's a really good beat 'em up. Really like that.
I did a playthrough recently on Alien versus Predator, and it's a good game, but I do think as it goes on, it's not varied enough. It does get a little bit, I wouldn't say boring, but it doesn't get that adventurous, because I think back in the day in the arcades, no one got to those later levels. So it doesn't have, if you compare it with like Ghosts and Goblins, which has a lot of variation by level, even when you progress all the way through to the end of the game.
Yeah.
Just feels a bit samey, some of those. Yeah. And, I don't know how much effort they made, or they just sort of regurgitated. I'll tell you a game I played earlier, a Capcom game, which we haven't mentioned on our top list, but Captain Commando, which was a sort of it was a sequel to Final Fight. It was a tip of the hat to Final Fight. I don't know if you remember that, guys, but it was 4 different characters, so it was definitely a 4-player machine or a 2-player machine. But I played it through with my son, and it was fun, but it wasn't a Final Fight. It wasn't as polished as Final Fight. So even though it was a newer iteration, they obviously didn't always improve on what was already done, did they?
I think you could definitely argue Alien vs Predators looks the best and probably plays the best of that sort of era of side-scrolling beat-em-ups.
Yeah, smooth.
But I don't remember playing it or seeing it in the arcade when I was a kid. So the one I've got the most nostalgia for is Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. I just love the music to that. It's so cool. I think we should play a couple of Capcom games, because we've done a lot of Konami, haven't we?
Yeah, we've been a bit biased that way.
That's all we've done is Konami.
You've got.
Should we do Cadillacs?
Yeah, why not? I think we've done. Have we done that
Cadillacs
before,
would be
though?
cool.
Or not? I
don't
remember.
think so.
No. Okay. Well, let's give that a go. It's a fun
Monster Hunter series. Yeah.
I think people want to see, nothing to do with the Konami versus Capcom, but I think people want to see your food fight.
Yeah, I've just got a reply to Nick Red7, who sent a lovely package to me, which I opened up yesterday. Nick, thank you so much. Right. I was going to wait until I do a pickups video, and then I was going to showcase it all. But yeah, I've got the PCB, mate, and I'm going to do a video on it. I just haven't had time. But he sent me some lovely gifts. I really do appreciate that, mate. And I'll send Cine Steve the marquee and Vic the PC Engine to Jammer PCB as well. But yeah, I've got your stuff. I'm not going to show it here because I want to incorporate into a pickups video. But
you're wearing the boxer shorts though, aren't you?
Wearing the boxer shorts. Yeah, lovely stuff, mate. But yeah, I did get the Jammer PCB. I'm going to try it tomorrow and see what it is. I've got no idea what he sent me, but yeah, I really do appreciate that, mate. Sega Zombie says play Gunsmoke. Yeah, that's a good one because I've got the perfect setup for Gunsmoke.
Okay, let's give that a go.
What about Gunsmoke Cadillac?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, should we do that?
Let's go for it.
Okay, that's a good choice.
Right, let's. I'll grab the camera, or you grab the camera. Give it to me.
Right, there you go, mate. That. Let's just get the other lights turned off and stuff. Where's my other phone? There it is. Didn't play any food fight tonight.
No, I said we'll come back to that.
Okay.
Maybe to finish on. Although people that have seen your recent video will be familiar with that.
Cadillacs.
Did you watch the rugby this afternoon? Retro Russ has asked. Well,
I didn't know.
Nor me. So that's the end of that conversation.
Yeah. And then in this one we have, what was the other one? Gunsmoke.
Gunsmoke, yeah. The more I see of the ease of just changing games, the more I'm a convert of this
let's turn the
FPGA way of playing.
Turn that light off. I think that one's all right over there, isn't it? Right, let's just turn the volume up. I mean, you know, I do rather play the original PCB, but for convenience of doing a video, you know,
it's a bit of a shame we
I
can't
be
do a
dragging
two-player
these cabs
on this,
out every time we change a different game.
Well, that's the thing. It's sort of convenience.
Too much of an egg. Right, here we go. Oh, I love this. The music. Oh my god.
I think the graphic,
love it.
the characters, the crispness of the graphics.
Listen to it.
I'll try and get in a bit closer, but I definitely think for its time, the graphics have got a sharpness that don't exist in other games.
I was amazed it's never got a port to anything, did it?
No, I know, it's really weird. And it's not a license, so that can't have been a limitation. It's really weird that it didn't go on to anything, did it?
No.
It's never gone further than the arcade. Who's going to punch the T-Rex? Says Andy Sneaker Freak. Well, indeed. Well, that's interesting. There was a shitty version on the Mega CD.
Look. It's so cool with the gun. Oh my god, I'm surrounded.
I didn't know that. There was a Cadillacs and Dinosaurs game on the Mega CD. Did you know that, Alex?
No.
Interesting. According to the comments, pretty shit version of it, but still interesting to know. I didn't know that. Yeah, playing Captain Commando earlier, you get the gun like that, but it lasts about 5 seconds. Whereas this, you hold on to it, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, it does actually. No, that's not true. You do. It does get run out of ammo at some point.
It's just a bloody brilliant game.
Yeah. What would you pick? Final Fight or this? I think I'd go for this myself.
I would, yeah. This is
variation.
what I played back in the. I think it all depends on what you played back in the day.
Well, I played both, but definitely I think this is slightly more varied, and it's a bit more polished. And who doesn't love the dinosaurs, let's be honest. Sneaker Freak saying, yeah, the shocker level 3 when you come across. I didn't see that, it's flashed off so quickly, but well, we might get there.
Oh, fat boys.
Yeah, there's definitely some Final Fight similarities there, but then actually playing that Captain Commando as well, there's many things that you realise they've just duplicated. Jumping General saying, any Ninja Gaiden fans?
Yeah, I like Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah. Rob Coleman saying he's got to love a game that you punch and gets a bunch of dinosaur.
Done him, guys.
Well, that's true.
Such a cool game.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm good.
Did you say you have got the PCB of this?
I know, I don't.
Right.
crazy money.
Is it?
Yeah, I'd love it, but I haven't got any CPS2. They just go for crazy money now. But I would like one of this.
They're big to store as well, aren't they? They're,
Yeah.
If you have 2 or 3 of those, they take up quite a lot of space.
Ah.
What I like about some of these older Capcom games as well is that they really did their best to not have slowdown and things like that, didn't they? You know, there are some games you go back to and there's a real noticeable slowdown. I suppose Gradius maybe is an exception to that, which did have very noticeable slowdown in it, but a lot of these had big sprites that were being moved around. There wasn't any noticeable slowdown.
Oh man, imagine seeing this back in the day. It's bloody awesome.
Yeah. And I think it passed the woke test, this game, because there was no women with whips that you were beating up that wouldn't be allowed these days. I did notice that earlier playing Captain Commando that there's women with sort of stun guns, or I don't know what it is, but I'm not sure that would pass the test these days. What do you think of emulation? Just picked up. Oh,
Love it.
Yeah. Well,
Can't
there's software emulation and there's FPGA, which is what this is, isn't it? So this is a faithful.
No, this is a Pioneer.
Oh, is
I'm
it?
sorry, no, this is the Mister.
Yeah, this is your Mister in here,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, this is great.
So this is an FPGA, which is.
No, this is emulating the core, isn't it?
This is emulating the cores of the board. So in other words, this is making the game think it's playing from the board and the way that the board works, whereas emulation.
This is the furthest I've ever got in this game.
Is software based, whereas FPGA is sort of hardware based. We've got a timer on the screen though.
It's the furthest I've ever got, guys. I've never got this far.
Well, I think it's because you've stayed off the rum tonight and you're doing very well with the gameplay. Teetotal for the night.
Done it. Come on. Go, go, go!
A couple of glasses of non-alcoholic beer have seen you well. Like a full roast dinner there. I can't believe
Bass
this.
is awesome.
The exploding chicken there.
I love the weapons. The weapons are great.
But do you know, they used the barrel, didn't they? In all these games, they all had barrels that concealed the roast turkey, the machine gun, whatever it was always in an oil barrel.
Nice. Slice them up.
Yeah.
Slicing and dicing them.
Oh, he sliced you up there.
Oh, shoot me as well.
This is outstanding value on 10 pence, isn't it? Oh no, he's gone.
There we go, I'm gone. What a game. What a game.
Yeah. Very, very good, that.
It's like my luck has just run out. Cool.
Right.
What a game.
I think you're on to Gunsmoke now. He's done so well, he wants to put his name in, look.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind the PCB of that. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Right.
Gunsmoke?
Gunsmoke.
Shall I play this? Because
go on then.
Yeah.
You know it, but I'm never. This is a sort of Commando-esque.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
just
nice
make
that
sure.
he's doubting my abilities by saying it's a tough one.
It is a tough one, mate.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think I'm going to do that great on it.
The arcade sensei has said that sit this one out.
Capcom at its best.
Don't worry, we're going to get to the food fight. The voters for food fight.
That'll be our last game, I think.
It will be.
So we've got 3 buttons here. And I find as soon as they appear at the windows, get rid of them as soon as possible. God, this game's tough.
What year was this?
I think it's about 85, maybe 86.
So it's a few years after Commando then. Dungeons and Dragons, Shadows, Mysteries.
Yeah, that's a brilliant game.
Do you know, I looked at that earlier. It's it's a much better version of Golden Axe, basically, isn't it?
Oh my God.
2 arcade games, Dungeons and Dragons, but I don't know how many. There's quite a few console ports, I imagine.
Oh my God.
Whilst you're playing this, I'm trying to think.
Tough.
There was a lot of co-op games, weren't they, for both
Give it one more
Konami
go.
and Capcom? But were there any versus games? I'm trying to think whether they did any, you know, because Konami did a few sports titles, but even those, I'm trying to think if there were any versus games they did.
Don't know, mate. Can't remember. One more game.
Right,
It's a
here we
tough
go.
one. Let's do it. Master Winchester. Right, I think I've got it now. Full concentration now, guys.
Doing well. Mass Driver Music loves this game. Yeah, happy coding.
Left him on the side. I should have got him. I should have taken him out.
82FX, do you know any arcades? Oh, I missed that. We'll go back to that in a minute when we look at the comments. This was another of that tapping into that sort of Western theme, wasn't it? Like we said about Sunset Riders, you know?
Yeah.
It was still popular in this era. So better run this one.
We'll get the horse. Oh.
Jeez, good rod to get past that.
Oh.
Good run, this. Okay, Sneaker Freak said this is the same year as Commando. I thought it was later, but fair enough.
Done him. Yes. Oh my God. My arm.
Oh
my
my
hand.
God, look at the repetitive strain injury.
Oh
I'll
my
just
God.
pan out there. But
Oh. Jesus Christ.
is that the
that's
arm
a
that you
tough
broke
game.
all those years
It's an
ago?
endurance test. It is. Oh my God. Roy Knife. Right, here we go again. I mean, this game does need an auto fire. It's so tough. Oh my God. 40,000, 2 lives left. How am I doing, guys? Am I doing all right?
Yeah, no, they were coin. They were hungry for coins, these games, weren't they? I think you're showcasing it well
Damn.
for a seasoned player. But
Am I?
most of us would have been
I do have the original PCB of
putting a
this. I
few
do love
quid
it.
by now, I think. I think all the Capcom games were very tough games. You know, the arcade games were made to make money for the operators, weren't they? I mean, you could get far if you put enough 10p's into it, but God.
Oh man. There we go, guys. 47,550.
Someone should suggest we should open an arcade. Well, yeah,
I've already done that. Didn't go down very well.
We didn't try it. We chose the wrong location. Well, I didn't choose the wrong location, but anyway, we'll move on.
There we go.
That. Yeah. Well,
47,550. Beat that.
Good work.
Beat that.
Very good work, Alex.
Great game. I do love it, even though it's an absolute arm-ache of a game.
Yeah.
Awesome. Right, let's sit down.
Let's have a
Cheers
sit down
for
after
filming
that.
that,
Yeah, let's give you the camera back.
Let's have a beer now. We need a beer. Sit down.
I'll top you up.
Ah, so cool. I love the old games, don't you guys? We love them, don't we?
You did well on that.
So cool. So much nostalgia, so much fun.
I didn't realise that was the same year as Commando, as someone has pointed out. Well, I thought it was later, but that's... I forget who said it in the chat. Maybe you can do just a quick review of the chat while I just put that in the bin.
Yeah, let's have a look at the comments. Cream cake time, someone says. Ryan Riccardi, how you doing? Right. Let's turn the lights up a bit. There we go. A bit bright. Right, you enjoying this, guys? It's been good fun tonight. I really enjoyed this. Let's have a look at the comments.
Did I hear someone mention cream cakes?
Well, so I've got treacle tart and custard. Do you fancy a bit of that?
Custard?
Treacle tart and custard.
Do you want to tell people about the debate we've had this week about the cream cakes? Because there's different schools of thought on... He won't let me forget that I once dropped
Someone spotted my driving cab. It's a surprise. I'm not.
What, the one
I'm
with
not telling you what it is yet because it's going to be in a video.
The one with my jumper hung over it. I thought that was concealing it.
I'm not telling you what it is.
No.
How's Alpha One doing? He's good. I don't know. I was hoping he was going to be watching this.
He did give it a
Great
thumbs
run,
up
says
earlier.
Scott. Oh, did he? Good.
Well, I don't know if that was before it started though. Oh man, I'll just put that there.
Same year as Commander. I didn't know that. 85 was Gunsmoke. Wow.
I thought
I said 85, didn't I?
Yeah. I thought Commando was earlier than that.
I think Capcom were at their best that era. That sort of 84 to sort of 88. I think Capcom made some of the fucking best games. Arcade games.
Specifically
for the arcade.
But you know, all these companies would have gone where the money was, wouldn't they? And the console explosion would have been, you know, where they could sell a lot of cartridges.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the business is of, you know, an arcade, but how many PCBs would they have sold versus the size of the market for selling a cartridge to someone with their machine at home? It must have been a very disproportionate market. So you can't blame them for chasing that home market more than well,
you've got to go with the money, don't you? Konami just got out of it altogether, didn't they?
I think Konami, though, there's a lot of people that will say that they had a more varied catalogue. You know, they did go into the sports games. They did go into the, you know, different genres that Capcom sort of stuck a little bit with what they knew well and did well.
Yeah.
So they were quality rather than quantity. I mean, what duff games are there? What Capcom shitty games that you played that you thought, oh my God, how did they ever put their name to this? I can't think of very many.
Not from that era.
Not really.
I mean, there probably is a few.
Well, give us an idea in the chat, because...
I mean, I quite enjoyed Tiger Road. That was good. I didn't include that. I know it was a tough game.
That was on a recent game of the month, wasn't it?
Yeah. I got as far as I thought I could get in it. I did enjoy it. Graphically, it looked fantastic, but his difficulty level is hard.
I think back in the day, if a game had Capcom on it, I felt reassured in buying it that it was a good quality game, that it made the sort of, the standard, and I wasn't going to be disappointed in getting it, whether it was on a console.
Do you think they still have that today?
I don't know. I think they're following a franchise. I mean, I'm not that interested in. I've got Street Fighter 5 on my arcade, on my Viewlix at home.
Me and my son played it.
Yeah, I saw that. But it's to me, Street Fighter 2 and probably Street Fighter Alpha. Beyond that, I start to lose interest with putting hours into learning all the moves and all of that. And I think I'm not good enough at those games to be able to go up against someone that is. And I think that's the challenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
So then, mate, I mean,
what about the Resident Evil franchise as well? I mean, I know that's not an arcade game, but again, I think, we talked about this recently, didn't we? About playing Village and stuff like that. Polished graphically as they are,
it's all right.
They haven't got the gameplay of 2 or 4 that we talked about earlier.
I think it's because we've played a lot of them in the past. We know what to expect, kind of thing. I mean, I didn't get scary playing the Village at all. Whereas I did when I played Resident Evil 4. I really enjoyed that as a game. A lot of people say, you go back to that now and it feels a bit clunky. And I don't think they've done a remaster of it, which I think is worth playing.
It was fantastic on the Wii, and I've played the remastered, and it's fantastic on that.
So as Scott says, Konami's completely lost its way. I think it's a different company. I think they do pachinko now, don't they? I'm pretty sure they do pachinko. They've obviously still got the rights to all the games, and they're re-releasing them onto the Switch with collections and all that kind of stuff. You never know.
No.
They could come back into it. If they see a point where there's money in this, they will come back to it. I mean, at the end of the day, they're a company. They need to make money. It's just whether they've got the setup now to create games. I think once you've got rid of all those cool developers, and they're gone and they've moved on to other companies, it's very difficult to retrain and get new designers and skilled people that know how to make games into a company and start from, you're literally starting from scratch again, aren't you? To make new games. Whereas Capcom have kept their developers there, their game designers there for such a long time.
The one thing I'd say, I think Capcom were more brave with going into different genres. I think track and field, hyper sports, and then they did those variations. Like I said, the sort of, they updated the version of track and field for the consoles. And, that wasn't their heritage necessarily, but they were probably a bit braver than Capcom going into new genres and sort of having a wider variation of categories of games that they covered. I think Capcom always played it safe, and as a result made some really good games, but I think they probably played it safer. They never went, I mean, there's not a sports game as such, is there, that I can think of from Capcom? There's not, they didn't break out of that genre of sort of, for me,
fighting games is their thing, isn't it? If you can call that sport. So, question then, guys, to you guys watching. I mean, we've just played a few of the games from our list, but you heard the list. What company would you take if you'd picked your favourite 10 from both? You've now got to pick a company and leave the other company behind.
Yeah.
Have you thought about it, Ed?
I have. It's difficult, and I think I have got a winner.
Yeah.
And I think. Do you want me to give you that now?
Or give it to us now.
I think I would go for Konami, because I think it comes back to what I was saying before about the variation. I liked the fact that I could play Castlevania and I could play track and field. And I think if I was on that desert island with my dedicated machines of one manufacturer or the other, of one publisher or the other, I think I would go for that, because I think I'd want to have that variation. And as polished and as good as a lot of the Capcom games are, it's a very close call. But I think I would go for Konami, because I just think you could play Contra, track and field, and you could play, very varied games all in the same day. And I just don't see that quite so much with Capcom. But what about you, Alex?
Oh, so difficult. It is boiling down to just a couple of games that just sort of nudge it my way, really, or their way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so difficult, mate. I mean, I love all of those games mentioned
Yeah.
to bits. And if I was to do a top 20, there'd be most of them would be in it.
Yeah. Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I think because my love for two particular games over all the others, God, it's so fucking difficult. It's got to be Capcom. It's got to be
Right.
Capcom because I love Ghosts and Goblins, and I really want to finish that this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
And I've got fond memories of playing it in the arcade back
Yeah.
in the day,
No, me
and I
too.
still
Yeah.
love playing it today.
Yeah.
And Street Fighter,
Yeah.
I think that's a fantastic. So if I met a native girl on the island, I think she'd be a great opponent for me to be playing.
Yeah. Well, she's actually
Street-
there. She's the solar panel technician. She's gonna sort out all your electricity needs. So don't.
She's Hawaiian.
Yeah.
She
Well,
comes
she
on
could
doing
be.
the
Yeah.
hallelujah.
Yeah. She's got the grass skirt. I don't know where
She's
she
got the
comes
grass
from,
skirt.
but yeah.
She's got the pineapple.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about the pineapple,
And
but
she's
she's
going to
certainly
be
got the grass
playing
skirt.
Chun-Li, you know?
Yeah, could be. Yeah. What upside down, spinning her legs around in the air. But anyway, that's enough for that.
So, yeah.
You're going
so
for Capcom,
And
then,
I
are
love
you?
Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. As soon as that came on and the music,
I
it was
do
just
agree
like,
with you, but
I love this.
it's a bit. It's not enough variety there for me.
Yeah.
Konami's got the variety, I think.
I think I would have taken Commando out now. I don't think I could go back to that game. I've played it so much now, and I
Yeah.
don't think I could ever beat my score. So I'd probably take that out and put something else in there.
Would you?
Yeah.
What would you put in?
Oh God.
I mean,
I don't know.
We mentioned Mega Man earlier. I mean, there'll be a lot of people screaming at us saying, "How
I
can we
might
have
put
it
a
included
shooter in there
Mega
like
Man?"
UN Squadron. Would
Yeah,
be quite cool.
true. Yeah,
UN Squadron, because I haven't really got a shooter in there. I love Saturday Night Slam Masters. The Speed Rumbler's great.
Oh, we were going to try that one.
Yeah, we'll
for
have
a
to do that. I'll do
two-player.
that for a video because I've got
Yeah.
the original PCB.
Yeah, it's for another time.
So I think that's been a great evening. I've really enjoyed that. I think next time we've got ideas for maybe do like a Data East versus Taito or something. Would be cool,
Well, there's
wouldn't it?
loads we can go through, aren't there?
Yeah, or Nintendo versus Sega. Well, that's an easy win, isn't it?
Yeah. As has been demonstrated tonight.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Sega ain't got anything on Nintendo, have they? Sorry, Scott. Are you in the house? No, he's left the house. He's fine.
But we've all got different views because we've all got different experiences from the time, and I think that that's a large part of it, isn't it? It's the games, the
if we was going to do a
nostalgia.
Sega or Nintendo, we'd have to pick a decade because obviously Nintendo's still going.
Yes.
So we'd have to go
Well, and
like
Sega, but
80s
yeah, no, definitely, yeah.
and then a 90s one, you know.
What about Food Fight? There were a lot of people saying they wanted to see.
Yeah,
Food
do you want
Fight
to go
again.
out to a food fight? Because it's been going on a bit now. We could. Sega does what Nintendo don't, says Bob.
There was some
That's
great
an old joke,
There was
mate.
some great marketing back in the day. They really were absolutely against each other, weren't they, in a big way?
Scott says, I will be coming down to the arcade for a Sega versus Nintendo session, for fuck's sakes.
Good stuff. Fighting talk.
We could play a bit of Food Fight. It is tough with that joystick,
As
isn't
I
it?
found out earlier,
It's tough.
It's like my old Mini, my first ever car.
Yeah,
And
it's almost unplayable. I mean, I did well to get the score I did on that video.
You did really well, and it wasn't until I got here and I was like, it's not responding until you get to the...
I think we'll just leave it with the chat tonight.
Right, okay.
Because it's too much hassle, but...
Well, it's not seeing it at its best, is it?
No.
It's not an easy game to play at all.
All I've got to do is order a grommet,
Yeah.
probably just tying it up. I was just having the time to do it.
But it's great to sit up and running, because I've been over here a few times. It's been dead, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's that,
Yeah.
I think anyone that's got any collection of machines knows that when you've got a machine that's down or a collection of machines that's down, it's frustrating.
Yeah. But guys,
finally
I
got it
haven't
up and
heard from
running.
any of you what you would take to your island. Out of the games that we've listed, what would you take? Konami or Capcom? Has there been no comments here, or have I missed them? Probably missed them while we were playing. mixed reviews, I guess.
Yeah, it's always going to be the way.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was a really fun topic to... There we go, but they're all coming in now. Capcom from Mass Driver Music. Capcom from Zam Adams. Capcom from Wolf Beast.
Wow, it's a big...
Capcom from Red 7.
Wow,
Nick.
it's heavily weighted to
Capcom
Capcom.
from Zagupa.
They're all favouring your choice.
Mini Cool. Capcom all day.
Right.
And then it starts changing up. Bob says Konami. Alex, You Star Gamer, says Konami.
Yeah.
Scott, Sega Zombie, says Capcom. Chris Preedy says Capcom. Capcom, and it's not even close, says Danny Willis. Ray Capcom. Andrew Williams, Capcom, just for Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
Sega Zombie, Sega all day long. Steve, Addy Sneak Freak, Konami. Okay, so how many's that then?
It's not clear cut, is it? There's probably more for Capcom there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 Capcom. And 1, 2,
6, was it? 5 or 6?
3, 4. 4 Konami.
Okay. Yeah.
I think maybe we've got a younger generation in there, because I think Konami would appeal. I mean, it was so close. I nearly picked Konami because I love those old Konami games, Kicker and Juno First and all that. But I guess if you're a little bit younger, you won't remember them.
If you were more of the 90s generation, you'd have remembered Simpsons, Turtles, and some of those others that, were a lot of fun in the arcade for sure.
Yeah.
So maybe it would be a little bit more of an even split.
Yeah.
But
Hidden Maker says Konami because of TMNT and Simpsons. See, there you go. Yeah. It's not my era. But that would have been a kill. Those two are killer games for some.
Yeah. Well,
not for me.
I mean, the cabinets were very sociable, weren't they? 4 players round, a bit like Gauntlet, but from back in the day we enjoyed. They were the modern, slightly more modern
Andrew Williams says, "Can we take a flash cart with both?"
No.
Oh, that's funny.
There's very specific security on the island that says you can't have one or the other. You can only have one or the other.
I'm 22, says I am Montague 6787. I'm 22 and I am a Konami.
Fair enough.
I love Kicker and Circus Charlie.
Yeah, Circus Charlie.
Wow,
yeah. That's a good shout.
Circus Charlie, what a game.
Yeah. There's so many.
Any Double Dribble fans, says Jumping General.
Yeah.
Is that Konami? Never heard of
that
one.
Well, they did more of this, as I said earlier, that I don't think Capcom did many, if any, sports games at all, did they? Can't think of any.
Can't think of any, no.
Whereas Konami were a little bit more experimental with different categories of games, weren't they?
But that's it, guys. I think that's been a great. I've really enjoyed that.
Yeah, really good.
Really enjoyed that.
Really fun.
Thanks for coming over.
Yeah, good stuff.
Picking those games.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for watching. It's been awesome. The comments have been great. We've had nearly 100 people in the chat. It's been awesome. Just say, Sega Zombie says Capcom did do sports games. Probably later, not maybe in the 80s, but...
More for consoles, maybe? Don't know.
If you've just joined in, I will upload this one. The beginning of this video is a little bit pixelated. We're in 8-bit because we had terrible...
we don't know why.
We don't know why, but it does get better. It's for like 10 minutes, that's all. So if you're just joining now, I'll upload it and you can watch it later in your own time, whenever.
Yeah. You
can pause and rewind and forward it, whatever you want to do with it. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining in. It's been a real pleasure. Really enjoyed your comments. It's been fantastic. And I think next time we'll do maybe 2 other companies or maybe something completely different. We'll think of something else. I've got a game room tour going up next weekend. Don't forget to go and check out the Facebook page, Al's Arcade, with all the pictures, updates, and whatnot. And Ed, cheers for coming over, dude.
Yeah, no,
I really
thanks.
appreciate it, man.
What happened to the treacle top? We're going to have that after, are we?
Yeah, we'll have it off. Behind
the scenes, treacle
the
tart and
curtain.
custard. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Alex. No, thanks for having me
Oh,
over.
guys, cheers for watching. Really do appreciate that. Oh,
And we'll do another one soon.
Yeah, we'll do another one soon.
All right. Take care, guys.
Fun.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.